You can have
Here, all right,
our producer Kyle holding up a blanket
Kyle, bring him in.
behind him and just
just drop it.
Yeah. All right, I think we should do that. Kyle, bring him in.
Wait, how
So do I
That's easier
have to
to
get
talk
up
about,
and
yeah,
walk
it's
in?
like- here.
Yeah.
How am I bringing them in?
Just, I mean,
Do I just walk
I'm
in
like-
Brian?
Just
No,
have your
like,
arm out,
all right,
like you're walking away, like somebody down the wedding aisle. Like have your arm out and you can hold on to it, and then guide him to his seat.
all right. But
Can you guys
as soon as you hear me say Jack, then he comes in.
Then he'll just come in. Why do you need me?
Okay, then I don't need you.
Fuck.
Yes.
All right.
Sit down and shut up.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, welcome to episode 3 of the Semi Sauce Podcast. I'm Skylar,
And I'm Connor.
and we're really excited for this episode. Last episode, we talked about almost getting kicked out of college, which was crazy. If you guys remember correctly, I lightly touched on the fact that I was trying to tell the dean that I actually brought a student to the school, but it was like one ear right out the other.
Yeah.
It really didn't matter, but
we have a third microphone here for that very special person. You might think he's a porn star. Don't search up this name on Pornhub. His name is Jack Outlaw.
Hold the applause.
have you actually heard that before?
I
Is it a
mean,
great porn name?
jokes come and go, you know, in through one ear, out the other.
Is the whole come and go joke as well?
Yeah. For the record,
That's a porn joke.
Mom, I'm not a porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, he's not a porn star.
Yeah, I promise.
Yeah, we'll see once college gets tough, but
Yeah.
yeah, I actually had to ask today if his actual last name was Outlaw, so I wasn't sure.
It is. Last name is Outlaw. It's actually cool. So, quick little story already.
Okay.
It comes from in England and stuff. When people got like kicked out of the church, they're called outlaws, and then
Okay.
like they just got the last name or something like that.
Really?
So you come
Yeah.
from like a band of thieves, pretty much.
Exactly.
Like
That's literally.
No, but we were talking earlier, and you said that you have a line of relatives in the police force, though.
Yeah. So it's
You
all
turn it around?
mixed and matched. Yeah, I guess we cleaned our act up a little bit.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
No, it was kind of weird. I feel like back in the day, people definitely changed their names more often because I had a friend growing up, and his last name is Kuhn, and he said originally his last name was Cunningham. So does he just like come from a long line of racist people? I remember we were playing catch one time with my cousin, and we were playing with his football, and he caught the football and he saw Kuhn. He's like, I don't think this is your ball.
Jesus.
Yeah, little side note. But anyway, yeah, so as I was saying before in the podcast, we touched how I actually brought someone to the school. I say that, but I don't know if I like.
You
fully
definitely
brought
had part in it.
There was
part
some
in it.
sway.
Okay.
Yeah, some sway.
Because I say that, and like I feel kind of guilty saying it like that because I don't know how much pull I had on it. Because
No.
you're probably already looking at. the
Yeah,
school
so
we go
I
to.
think by the time I like hit you guys up, I had already like applied and gotten in and stuff.
Oh.
But I like
But even if you got accepted, you weren't sure if you were actually.
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go.
exactly. So I applied to like a few other schools and I was like thinking, and then I would go on Instagram actually, and I'd like put in like blank school, like and like see like what the students are like and stuff. And I saw you guys, and then I was like, oh,
Wait, we came up when you. looked
yeah,
it
yeah,
up?
because you guys like tagged the location.
Oh,
So you
true.
tagged the location. I was like,
Gotta keep
was
doing
looking
that.
under the location. I like saw these videos.
You're like, I know these guys.
Yeah, like I followed you guys and then like didn't hit you up for a while. Like followed you, watched all your videos and stuff, and then one day I hit you guys up and I was like, oh, like do you guys live there? Do you go to school? And then you're like, yeah, I go to school here. It's cool here. And I was like, sweet, like if these guys
guess I'll go.
these guys seem like awesome guys, and
That was well before we found out it wasn't that cool here.
yeah, I
But
know, seriously, but
Just kidding. What was your favorite video back in the day?
ooh, favorite video. I was going through your old videos last night, not gonna lie. A little stalkerish.
I mean, you had to prep for the show.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
yeah. I mean, the IT one is a classic.
It is a classic.
You know, I was a little bummed out when I found out you guys kind of like changed the story on that or whatever, because I voted like send it on the poll or whatever.
But
Yeah. You know, it was
I
still
mean,
good.
we didn't get
it's
like
the movie magic, you
No,
know?
we actually like we pretty much got the go ahead, but we didn't get the full go ahead
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was
Clearly, because
saying
we still got in trouble for
no,
it.
no, because I asked him because I was like, so like we for sure can do it. He's like, oh, let me look into it, and then he never got back to
That's
me.
true.
That's
And
his
then
fault
I
at
was
that
like,
point.
all right, yeah, he said it was fine. So
He didn't say we couldn't do it, so
so you felt a little betrayed.
was it kind of like finding out
A little
Santa's not
bit.
real?
Santa's not real.
Oh, Shit.
No, but yeah, it was a little heartbreaking, not gonna lie. But security one, that's a classic.
True.
I liked when you also asked the people like just like super basic questions, and everyone who goes to that school has like 4 brain cells and like did not
Oh.
Are you
understand
smarter
like
than a 5th grader?
it was like how
I
many
don't-
senators does the state have?
I know that there's one guy that comes to mind in particular, and
Mhm.
I honestly don't. I don't know if he has a computer, to be
I don't
honest.
know.
But he said that there were 50 stripes on the flag.
And he also said that President Beaver was the 4th.
No,
Or-
no. That was your boy. That was Hunter.
No. Oh,
Yeah, it was.
true. Yeah.
Which he actually did pretty good on the not Grand Canyon, the
Yeah. Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Yeah,
I feel like
He did
some of
pretty
them
good.
I would get wrong for sure.
Oh yeah. I would name 2: George
Yeah.
Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Mhm.
Those are
Oh,
the
on
only
Mount
ones I would name.
Rushmore?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who are
I don't
they?
even
Thomas
know.
Jefferson. No.
Yeah, Tommy
Obama,
Jefferson.
maybe? I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
Oh yeah, Obama. Yeah, Obama, Trump, Bush, and Clinton. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're there.
Hillary Clinton, though.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, not the other one.
No, I actually thought it was really cool though, because like I remember you from a long time. Like you've been following the channel for a long time. That's like the coolest thing about the internet though, is like meeting people online
Dude,
and then
for
meeting them
real.
in real life.
Like, it's crazy how things have changed over the time. You know what I mean? Like, back in the day, they used to say, like, stranger danger, don't talk to anybody on the internet. But, like, these people that we meet over the internet now become, like, our best friends. That's, like, kind of how you and I became friends again. You know what I mean? Like,
It's
it was mostly over
That's
Twitter.
true.
Like, we had
That's
class
true.
together back in the day, but, like, our friendship, like, I guess, rekindled in, like, our sophomore or junior year only via Twitter. And then we came down to college, we're like, yo, what up?
So
Let's
did you
hang out
guys
now.
grow up together? Is that?
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah, I've
No,
never,
so we-
never heard this.
So we first had a 6th grade class together,
Okay.
but we weren't friends at all. Like
You guys are
We
from
were, like-
Salt Lake, yeah?
Kind of, yeah.
close.
What
Salt
what
Lake,
is
yeah.
it? Where?
It's Tooele, Grantsville,
It's like,
Erda.
it's like 45 minutes.
I'm getting
west
more
of Salt Lake.
familiar with the state,
Oh,
so I'm
true.
kind of getting some.
So
places.
we'll just say Salt Lake, just
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah,
it easier
yeah, yeah.
easier for the listeners. But
But yeah, so like we had our roommate Jesse that I don't know if you met him. He was probably down here. Later,
he was
right?
down here.
Yeah. So I was like BFFs with Jesse in the 5th grade. That's where we met. We hung out a lot, and then they were like good friends before too. It's like I kind of like knew of Skylar through Jesse, and we had like the same. We were in the same grade, same class. So like we like knew of each other, but we didn't really hang out. We weren't really friends. And then in middle school or in junior high, we were like mutual followers on Twitter, and we were just both naturally funny. So we
well,
could,
probably
like, tell our
more
stuff.
so high school.
That's what I meant. I said
Yeah.
I meant junior year. Did I say junior year or junior high?
It doesn't
Either
matter,
way,
keep going,
yeah. Somewhere in high school, we just became mutual followers, and we're both naturally funny, so we kind of liked each other's stuff. And then we had a friend down here that had like a little condo, and he would go and like party and drink over there. And one time I was down there, and then Skylar also came down. We kind of just hit it off, and we were partying.
I feel like because we had this like banter on Twitter, like we kind of had like a little man crush on each other.
For sure, yeah,
That's
Because
adorable.
I sometimes I'd look over and you gave me the eyes.
yeah.
No,
I still do,
no,
to this
every
day.
no, every time I tell people that, because they're like, so like you've known Connor forever. I'm like, we knew each other in 6th grade, but we weren't friends. And they're like, oh, you guys just like didn't like each other. I'm like, it wasn't
No, we
that,
didn't like each
but
other,
just
just-
maybe not similar
I
interests.
feel like for
guess.
me it was kind of weird because like I didn't have a lot of friends in Grantsville because I lived in Erda, so I didn't have to like.
Yeah.
I lived like it was only probably 5 miles away, 10 miles
Mm-hmm.
away from Grantsville. But when you're in 5th grade and all you got to bike, it's kind of far.
And my best friend. Side note, my best friend that year is in prison now,
Oh, nice. Free
True,
him.
yeah.
What'd he do?
Well,
messing around with a young girl.
yeah.
yeah
Well,
it's
let's
fine.
not free
That's
him.
a story for another day.
Yeah.
yeah, don't free him.
Nice.
But, yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah.
so what do you what are you thinking? So you've been here in Dixie now. This is your second. Is it your second
Second
semester?
Second
You're just-
semester.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Like, how is it compared to home?
So I don't know. It's hard for sure. Like coming to a completely new place, and especially like someplace that's like so much different. I feel like it's pretty hard. Like
What's so different about it? Because I feel like us being from Utah, we can go to California and be like, oh, it's kind of the same, and like we can see like the similarities between Utah and California. But what's so different about it?
So I lived on like a little island, like, well, not little, like I think like 30,000 people live there or something. But
which is little for California.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it's like super small. Like you can bike everywhere. Like some people don't even have cars and stuff.
Really?
And, yeah, it's like if you look at maps and stuff, it's Coronado Island. There's like a bridge and stuff. Like if you see a picture of the skyline in San Diego, it's probably taken from Coronado.
Really?
And so it's like I've lived there like most of my life, so I have like a pretty like tight knit group of friends there and stuff. And then like I moved here and it was just like kind of by myself and stuff, but it was cool. Like there's so much stuff to do here. Like I haven't really been bored or anything yet. Like just go biking or go to Zion, and then super fun.
So like how have your hobbies changed since then? Like what did you do in California versus what do you do here?
So I'm a surfer, surprising.
With the accent, which I was very like when I first met you, I was surprising how thick your California accent is.
Really?
Which I love it though.
Do I still have it?
Definitely.
That's something that I was going to talk about actually. Like I feel like that's one thing that Utah and California like have in common. Like
I
feel like
if I go to North Carolina and like talk how I do, like people don't understand like some words.
I think
like,
the slang is different
for sure.
Yeah.
But it's also like common almost. Like people understand. Like if I go to North Carolina and say like, "Oh, that was sick," like that was rad, they're like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But then like here, everyone like says the same stuff too.
But I think it's also kind of like the draw in a sense. Like we kind of talk like a low and slow, like kind of like you're like, yeah, that was sick. Like it's like the way that like you just kind of like, I guess, exaggerate or like elongate certain words, you know, or like the way you're talking. Like that's just kind of that's just West Coast. I feel like it's kind of the same, you know.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself shortening words often?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I kind of hate it.
It's
So
so
It must be the California part in
Yeah.
Utah.
it's true. Yeah.
We've done it to an extreme. I feel like we shorten words that don't need to be shortened.
Yeah.
I feel like accents are so weird too, because like you don't even know you have one, and like
I know.
for example, my dad was like born and raised in North Carolina, and like everyone, like all my friends were like, "Oh, he has such a thick Southern accent." I'm like, "No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, not at all." And then like, if you hear my uncle talk, it's like you guys probably wouldn't even be able to understand him.
Really?
Like, yeah. No, seriously. Like I can't even.
It's like
sometimes.
reading Tom Sawyer.
I don't even know. So it's just like weird. Like it's just.
And I'm sure like people who are listening to the podcast right now, if they're from the East, they probably think I have a California accent. I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like Utah and California have like little.
Well, I mean, there's
difference.
kind of a tie though, because even in California, there's a lot of Mormons there.
Yeah, no, my like literally my next door neighbors were Mormon.
Really?
Yeah,
But
there's
that
a
was
lot
like
of Mormons
the
in
only
California.
experience I had with Mormons.
Yeah, just your neighbor.
Yeah, just
How
it
was
was a
that?
neighbor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's that
They're
changed?
awesome, like super nice people. Like can't speak highly enough about them. It's like big family, and they actually just moved up, like away from. They're no longer neighbors with us, but yeah, they're super cool. But like I didn't like know anything about Mormons or anything like that before moving here.
Which I mean, that's why I really want to get a California Mormon on, because there's a huge difference between a California Mormon and a Utah Mormon.
I don't know though. Like with my examples, at least,
okay.
like they're super good Mormons who live next to us. But I feel like once I thought that's how like every Mormon was, but when I came to Utah, there's like Mormons who
Yeah, that's true.
don't follow the rules for sure.
So you feel like they were like more uptight?
Yeah,
than
for
people
sure.
you met here?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could.
but
see
like I don't know, Mormons are just awesome people. Like they're so chill and adventurous and super friendly and stuff.
Depends on who you meet. Yeah.
All the ones I've had
No, and
experiences
honestly,
with.
maybe that's the lesson to be learned here and be taken away from this is that no matter what religion, everybody's gonna be a little bit different.
Exactly.
That's true.
You can't,
Yeah,
I didn't-
that's true.
You can't pigeonhole people.
Exactly. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I guess this is like a good segue to take. Like, what were your expectations coming here, like with Mormons?
Ooh, I don't know. I definitely didn't like expect there to be like as many like churches and stuff.
Really?
Like the amount of
you had heard,
property.
but you-
Like
really
so
didn't
in
know.
San Diego, there's like a huge temple that you drive by. It's like bigger than the one here, but it's like everyone like it's always like, oh, it's Disneyland or something. Like when you drive past it and stuff. Like I remember on like field trips, we'd always drive past it, and there'd always be like someone like, "We're at Disneyland."
No,
and
that's actually like how people are when they visit Salt Lake. 'Cause I
Yeah.
heard a story from my friend growing up that they were going to a Jazz game, and there were away fans that were at the game, and they were walking past the temple, and they're like, "What hotel is that? Like, let's book there."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like, I've seen that building, and I knew that was like a Mormon church, and then, but I didn't like, all those like red brick buildings and stuff that like they go to on Sunday, because I thought
The
that
church houses?
yeah, like I
Steakhouse,
thought that
yeah.
everybody went to the temples like
Oh.
every
Temple
Sunday.
church?
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
what I
know
was
that there were
thinking.
like different buildings, and there's so many of those. Like, they got to own millions of dollars in property around here.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
I mean, just in St. George,
Oh,
like
yeah.
millions
ridiculous.
for
Yeah,
sure.
like our old place, there were 2 churches like right next
Literally
to each
share
other.
a
Yeah,
parking
yeah,
lot
yeah.
with each other.
Yeah, that was
Like,
crazy.
You would not see that anywhere else.
Yeah,
See the
like
same church.
2 on one
Yeah.
block.
It's
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx, you know what I mean?
kiss on the lips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we were talking about something. We'll move on from like the Mormon talk, but like how have your hobbies or activities changed since you've moved here?
I don't know. It's a good question. Obviously, you can't
Yeah,
really surf in Utah. I've thought
I
about
was like wake surfing.
yeah, and
St.
the
Hollow.
river here. I was trying to like, cause you can make like a
doing,
little
like,
river
skimboarding
wave.
stuff.
Skateboarding.
No, you can like stack up rocks and stuff and make like a river wave. Like, there's really good river waves in like Wyoming and stuff. But I feel like this river's like way too small.
Yeah,
I've
true.
never tried to do it.
Have you ever gone to the skimboarding park over there?
I haven't.
Dude, it looks pretty sick.
Is it?
I've never done it, but I've never done like skimboarding, but there's like an entire park over there. It's got like
Really?
rails and jumps.
Where
and
is
stuff.
it?
It's on the river just over by Dinosaur Crossing. Well, I'll have to show you where it's out on the map after this. But
Have
cool.
you
It's
ever
probably
been wake
freezing.
surfing?
Yeah, we have a boat in San Diego.
Okay.
But
How does that compare? I've never been surfing.
it's a lot different.
What's better?
Surfing.
Actual
Sure.
surfing?
Yeah.
Because I mean, actual surfing has to be.
You can
way
do like
harder.
more stuff actual surfing, and it's like I feel like it's easier to like get up and ride wake surfing, but like you can't like do too much. Like you can do little spins and little turns, but like in actual
as far
surfing, you
as,
can
like-
like build up speed and do a whole bunch of different stuff that you can't really do in wake surfing.
yeah, wake surfing is pretty mellow. You just kind of like sit there like
Yeah.
wave.
For sure.
Which I still haven't mastered the skill of actually being able to
Yeah.
drop the rope.
Oh yeah.
Me either.
I'm sure you have.
I don't know. But we don't have like a wake boat. We just have like a Boston whaler that we rip around on, and so we don't have like a proper wake. I've honestly never like wakeboarded on like a wake surfing boat.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh, you'll have to
That's
give that
probably a
go.
game
You might have to
changer.
go to Lake Powell this summer.
Ooh,
I'm down.
that would be sick.
Yeah,
Hit
Lake
me
Powell's
up.
tight. You have to
Yeah.
go. I assume you've never been.
Never been.
Oh, it's a good time. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, check that one off the bucket list for sure.
Some kid was telling me in my English class how he saw an alien there. He's like, yeah, that's where I saw my first alien. I
did
was
he
like,
take
you've
mushrooms?
seen multiple aliens?
yeah, you're like, wait,
I was
first.
like, yeah, no, that's what I said. He's like, yeah.
Damn.
He
mean, that
runs
would
at
kinda
an
be the place
unnamed
to see
school.
It would like the stars are amazing out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he said he saw his first alien there, so
we might have to bring him on the podcast.
Yeah.
no, we should. I think
be cool.
don't quote me, but I think he transferred.
Oh.
He's really good at sport.
Hate to see it. Well, so how much time have you spent in North Carolina?
So I lived there when I was like little. But
Okay.
I pretty much grew up in San Diego.
Okay.
But we always go back to North Carolina. My mom's from New Jersey, so we go there a whole bunch too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what would you say like the major differences are between the East and West? Like I've only been to Boston and Pittsburgh and
Okay,
like,
Boston's a
yeah.
cool city. Boston's rad. Yeah? Why not? Not a city
Connor
guy.
has a story about
Assholes.
that.
Yeah, dude.
Massholes, yeah, for sure.
I was freaking rounding the corner in a Subway. We had just barely got on Dunkin' for the morning. We were going out to film. And I freaking round the corner, and some dude shoulder checks the fudge out of me.
Really?
Like, just freaking sends his shoulder right into me, drops my brand new coffee. So I turned to him like, hey, what the F? You know, like I'm trying to watch my F words on this, but I was like, what the F? He just kind of like turns and looks at me, and he's like, and just walks off. I'm like,
Dang.
And
That's
this
like
guy
New
was,
York
in his
City and
mid-40s,
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
This wasn't
Really?
like a young kid.
No.
Mid-40s. And there was tons of room. Like you would expect a Subway in Boston to be packed, but this
it was empty in the morning.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
That's like New York City too. Like it's crazy how like no, that's a big difference between at least like New York and New Jersey area, like nobody cares up there. Like
Yeah.
I was just in New York over break, and there's like ambulance going like full like lights and sirens, like someone was dying, and this car in front of him like would not move. He was like flipping off the ambulance and stuff, and I was
Are you
like,
serious?
oh my god,
Jeez.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
But like here, you walk down the street, everyone's like, oh hey, how's your day going? And I'm like, good.
Yeah.
How's yours? Like,
Yeah.
I think
not
that's
used
the
to
biggest
that.
thing. Is like people are like more likely to go out of their way to talk to you.
For
here.
sure.
Like they definitely like make eye contact more. They're not so self-absorbed. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. When we went there, I was like, I'm definitely a West Coast or West boy through and through.
Yeah.
I mean, even like San Diego, like you'll see people and you'll be friendly to them, but like they won't be like, oh, hey, how's your day going?
That's
Like,
a
how are
Utah-
you today? Yeah,
that's
for
like
sure.
a Utah, Idaho Mormon thing.
Yeah.
It depends. Like I've been, there were a couple years we went to like Newport and Huntington for spring break, and like you'll see like an old dude walking their dog, and it seems like they're living their best life.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they'll ask
They're
you how your
probably
day's going.
millionaires, retired, and living up
That's
there.
true.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they're gonna retire to California, they gotta have money. People will usually retire from California to Utah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you would say people are overall nicer here?
I'd say so. Yeah, like people like I feel like genuinely like care more here than there,
Dang.
and same with like the Northeast too. A lot more than up there.
yeah.
What about the Southeast?
Ooh, I don't know. So North Carolina's weird in a way. Like whenever I lived there, I was little, so like I don't really
Right.
remember too much of it. But I lived in like a super like nice, like not like I wouldn't say like super nice neighborhood, but it wasn't like the South. Like people weren't like shooting guns out their backyard and stuff.
Yeah.
But like when we go to like where my dad grows up, it's definitely like that, and it's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of similar to there. Like you go into a store and there's like a sweet old lady like asking you how your day is and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and like, what can I get you and stuff like that. And I feel like it's kind of same here with that kind of like nice
Yeah.
people.
Everybody's the
The
nice old
hospitality.
lady.
Yeah, hospitality for sure.
Huh. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Utah kind of blends a lot of different cultures. Like Utah really is like a melting pot of like the best of the South and the best of the West, and that's pretty much it. I feel like we don't have any northeastern in us, or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No Midwest.
Oh,
I mean,
there's
you guys were
there's
talking about
Midwest.
that.
I think
Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah.
there's your southern,
Well,
there's your Midwest.
I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
I guess you haven't seen that part of Utah yet, because like when you go up north, there's a lot more hunting.
Yeah, for
fishing,
sure.
That kind of outdoor.
I mean, you
Yeah.
guys were talking about hunting and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot more hunting up there just because it's like kind of it actually gets cold and there's decent
Yeah.
hunting. There's not like many deer here, you know.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's nothing
I talked to a
in
guy who
the
goes
valley and
elk
stuff.
hunting here,
really.
Oh, yeah.
up in like Cedar, I think.
Yeah, and there's
Oh,
there's
all the way
places
up north,
to
yeah.
travel to. You know, anywhere like up north past here is all great for hunting.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
they're just not big game here, so it's not as
For
popular.
I would disagree.
Do you guys hunt
In
down
St.
here?
George.
Oh, in St. George.
That's
yeah.
no, I'm saying in Utah. Like I'm saying St. George there is, but like going
Right.
up north, like Cedar and beyond is all like
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
have good hunting.
Did you went there, huh?
to SU?
Yeah.
Just for a little bit.
Because I didn't know
Oh.
that until I was last podcast. You said
podcast.
something about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
How would
I
you
went
say
there.
SU differentiates from the school we go to?
Unnamed school.
They're obviously a lot cooler. They don't. They don't.
And why'd you
hate
go down
me.
here?
Just kidding. They're not cooler there.
Oh.
I
But-
guarantee if I did the same shit there, like
You
they
probably would
probably
get
been
in
pissed
just
too.
as much trouble. Yeah. No, I just didn't like the town. Like the town
Yeah.
reminded me too much of our hometown. But if our hometown had a college,
Okay.
like
A lot
same
of
drama,
small
same
town
problem.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Like-
meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looked like it. Like I just went up there like a few months ago, and it like looked like
Were you going
kinda
up to
run
Bryan Head?
down.
Yeah. the
No,
whole
it was,
city
my
does.
family came out and visited me, and we went up there.
Why?
I don't know. I really have no idea, but
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, if you're here, there's no reason to go to
Yeah.
Cedar.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to Beehead or something. Like,
Yeah.
do you go like
Speaking of
snowboarding? or
Brian,
anything
yeah,
like
let's go.
that? Okay.
I need a pair of bindings. I just got a snowboard.
Really?
Have you been?
Yeah, I go like once a year normally, but this is the first year I've gotten like a board and stuff.
So
Yeah. I've got a pair of
where was
bindings,
the
but
nearest?
not a decent snowboard.
Where was the nearest ski resort?
it was
in
like
California?
Big Bear
Big
Mountain.
Bear. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I know. I've heard of it.
There's
yeah.
like 2 mountains there, and it's like 2.5 hours, so not too bad.
How does it relate to like Brian Head?
I've never been to Bryan Head,
Oh.
but I hear Bryan Head's better. Bryan Head.
Really?
How many runs does Bryan Head have?
I couldn't tell you.
Like a bunch, right?
Yeah. How many runs does Big Bear have?
Like from top to bottom, like 3 or 4.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I feel like they would need a lot more than that.
Well, there's like 2 mountains.
Hmm.
So, but like they're separate from each other.
Oh.
There's like one mountain where like all the like hardcore snowboarders go and like
Right.
do all the tricks and stuff. And then there's
Yeah.
one where like
Like
all
where
the
the parks
skier
and stuff.
people yell
Okay.
at the snowboarders and stuff.
Just-
So, are we taking a break?
No, he's just resetting it real
Okay.
fast. Thank you
We're
to our
back.
producer Kyle.
Yeah, producer
Thank
Kyle.
Yeah,
Every 29 minutes our camera shuts off.
I
So
think it's a pretty common problem though, because like any other podcast, like I guess not any other podcast, but like
Cody
Cody
Cody's do it.
TMG,
Right.
it all happens to them too.
What is your guys' biggest podcast influence?
We're doing the interview here.
yeah, don't ask that question.
I don't know.
I think
feel
it's a
like
good
we
question.
watch a lot of podcasts. It kind of just depends on our mood. Like we can watch anything from TMG to Joe Rogan to I even listen to like business podcasts and real. I'm like all over the spectrum with like all kinds of different podcasts. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I would say like the way we're trying to go with this, like the biggest influence
Yeah,
is the
You
You
Betcha.
Betcha podcast.
Yeah.
in the
They have a
Midwest.
podcast.
They do have a podcast.
I've seen
Have
like
you seen them?
I've seen all their videos and stuff. They're hilarious, but
Yeah,
I
they're
haven't
pretty good.
I haven't seen the podcast.
The podcast
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Same
It's
sort of
pretty good.
style as this.
Yeah.
For the most, yeah, because they try to keep it Midwest, so
Mhm.
we're trying to keep it
Mess.
Uncharted
West. Sorry, yeah,
Semi-sauce already.
yeah, we did.
That was refreshing.
Feeling refreshed.
Oh, that was so nice.
We didn't cross streams for the record.
We
Dude,
didn't.
little did you know though that California cocks are way bigger than Utah cocks.
That's so false.
Oh, thank you. No,
that's
you
weird.
you did offer, but I didn't know how about it you actually were.
Yeah.
true.
I mean, I was kind of waiting for your reaction to see how about it you were.
Oh no, like I cross streams with the boys.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
I wish you would have told me that beforehand.
Sorry, I wasn't.
take another break,
Wasn't
we'll be
sure
right
how you
back.
were feeling about it.
Okay, so we've asked you multiple times like what the differences are between California and Utah, and I feel like we kind of just get
Haven't
lost in
got to it.
conversation.
Well,
Yeah.
we talked about a lot of differences like Mormons and stuff like that, but then we got off on Mormons.
Yeah, I mean, one
So
thing we were
back-
talking about before is the soda shops. Didn't know that was like a thing in anywhere.
Like, yeah.
Like,
Like you guys don't have like Fizz or Swig or whatever.
no, but
I
they're
guess-
cool. Shout out to all the soda shops out there.
It's pretty
Have you
cool.
enjoyed it?
I'm a soda enthusiast, and like when they put in all the weird stuff in it, it's good.
They make some pretty good drinks.
And I hear they have like good cookies there and stuff too.
They do have good.
I'm not the
There's
biggest
some-
cookie
I feel like there's like
fan, though.
strictly
Regular
there's like
sugar cookie.
there's like strictly cookie shops too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have that in California?
No,
Like they don't have
no
like. Have
cookie
you heard of like
shops.
Crumble or whatever that's here?
Yeah. Oh.
No crumble. I'll have to go
They're
there.
like
No, it-
$5 a cookie
It,
though.
it's so bomb, but you feel pretty sick after though.
Oh, there's at least 2,000
So much
calories
sugar.
per cookie.
Ooh, I
That's your
need
daily
that.
nutrition right there.
Yeah, let's bulk you up.
Yeah, I need to.
There we go. That's your diet plan. is
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
weird.
walks a day.
I don't feel like it's even that prominent up north though.
It's
Versus here.
becoming a lot more prominent. They've got it in like Tooele and Salt Lake.
But I
and
feel like
stuff.
this is like where it started.
I
though.
feel like that's like the Mormon equivalent
think
of like a bar.
It really
Ooh,
do.
true.
Hey, Mormons are way more addicted to sugar than any alcoholic is to
True.
alcohol.
That's like some things that Mormons do. Like I don't understand. Like they're not allowed to drink coffee, but they can go like drink Mountain Dew and stuff. Like
They can go and
weird.
drink 1,000 Cokes all
or
day.
Bang
Yeah.
Energies. Like
Yeah.
our coworker
Oh, those-
drinks Bangs
Ugh.
every
Religiously.
shit.
I had
Two of
them
I had
every
one
shit.
that like started like seizing.
Dude, same.
It's
Like, when
gnarly.
you drink a Bang, like you feel like a crackhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah,
That's wild.
It's wild.
What other differences do you see, I guess? Like, as
Definitely. I know you guys touched on this last podcast, but the beer and stuff. Like
far- Oh, yeah?
yeah, like the 3.2%. I remember whenever they were doing like the 3.2 to
change.
5%.
Yeah.
I saw like a picture on like some Instagram page, and it was like 18 cents for like a 30 rack of the 3.2%
Dude,
beer or
yeah.
something
It
like
was
that.
that cheap?
Yeah.
So they were trying to get rid of this stuff
'Cause-
they were way marked down.
Uh huh. It was
I
wild.
didn't realize that. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was
Do you feel like-
madness that like last week right before it hit. Like there was
Yeah.
crazy deals. My fridge was stocked.
Do you think that should be in the history books? of
I think it
Utah?
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they should teach that in the 4th grade.
for sure.
Like instead of pioneer history, teach about when they moved beer to from 3.2 to 5.
No, but that was like weird because like I don't know, like IPAs and things like aren't even like a thing here really. Like that there's like 9% beers in California that people drink, and that's like not even close to a thing here.
Yeah.
True. I wanted to apologize to your mom before I asked this question, but you were telling me before that you had been to a couple parties. Do you see any differences in parties between here and there?
Not really.
They're pretty similar.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like, especially like in the dorms and stuff, it's just like I think how most colleges and stuff
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, you would think.
But
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know,
Not
I
in
feel like
the
you
dorms, off
see like all these
campus.
Instagram things, and like it seems like everybody else goes way harder.
no,
everywhere you
yeah,
go.
seriously. No, that's for
That's
sure.
really-
Like all the people who go to like my friends who go to San Diego State or something like that, like they're wilding and stuff. And I feel like here it's like pretty rare to like
Have like a
like
nobody throws,
more
like,
than a few
ragers.
people hanging out. Yeah,
it's all it's like kickback culture.
Yeah. for
For
sure.
the most part, like if I've been to a rager, usually at my own house. But I also lived at Red Rock, which is like notorious for
Yeah,
partying.
yeah, yeah.
But it was so sketchy because every weekend I would just see cops like literally
Just rolling
driving through the parking lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever been over to Red Rock?
I haven't. I've heard the rumors though.
Yeah. Yeah, like crazy
The
parties, people having
debauchery.
sex in hot tubs.
Really?
Yeah,
wild.
it's real. Oh, that just like brings me back to. Did you ever experience Yik Yak?
Yik Yak. Oh, is that the app where you like it's like by location or something like
Yeah,
that?
like you like
Yeah.
anonymously post.
Yeah, I remember
was-
that. I do.
Dude, yeah, when I was at Red Rock, like that's the first thing I think of. 'Cause
Oh,
every
you're
time they're
old.
like,
Oh,
"All right,
same.
whoever's fucking in the hot tub again,
Uh.
like knock it off."
I loved that, dude. Like just like even,
That
like,
was
in
such a good
Willowbrook.
idea. Like, what happened to that
I
app?
have no idea. I think somebody.
It was
sold
legendary.
I remember I was driving across country and like I wasn't old enough to have it, but my brother was, and like we would like always look at them and
It was
Dude,
so
good
entertaining
time.
to see like local gossip.
Mhm.
Like I loved it. I wish they would bring that back.
And when I went like locally viral on TikTok, I was like, "Yeah."
what about like Ask FM?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
guys ever remember
Of
that
course,
one?
that
No,
was a thing
it-
in high school.
No, it was
And now
honestly
like whatever is it? It's not curious. Like Curious Cat's still a thing, kind of, but it's
the
swipe
Snapchat.
up.
Oh
the
yeah,
Snapchat
those
one.
are so.
Yeah.
I'll admit I've fallen guilty to some thirst traps on there. We all have, but
I've truthfully never responded to a single one of those.
So you've done it, but
I've
you don't
never.
respond?
No.
No,
I've
no.
never swiped up and typed anything to anybody.
oh, I've never done that either. I've
Or
only done it if
I've been the
posted
one
one.
saying, you know, hey, tell me whatever. And
Oh really?
I've had hella hoes just talking about how hot I am or whatever. But
I remember. I'm gonna expose myself real quick on Ask FM. I would like type my own things.
no.
Yeah,
Dude, ask
seriously.
You
your
would
own
respond
questions.
to
I
your
would.
Dang.
I
Truth's coming
You'd be like,
out.
oh
I
my
don't
gosh,
remember.
you were the
I'd be like,
best
you're.
sex I ever had.
Yeah.
I'm so-
It was like sixth grade, so it was like, you're cute, and I'd be like,
That's
oh,
true.
thank you.
I feel like I probably did that at least once because I had a friend growing up that would do them, and he would get like a million people asking him questions.
No, seriously, that's a thing. Like, kids would get so many, and I'd be like, how is he getting this many? And like, 2 people have responded to mine. Like,
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
there's got to be something behind this.
Right. I don't know why I was jealous though, because the kid that got like a million questions was all like, "Fuck you," like I hate you, like, you're such a douche,
Dude, there
But
was,
I was
like-
like jealous, low key.
Yeah, I feel like there were like girls who did that. Like, I mean, you never are sure, but you'd be like, you're such a whore. It's like, did somebody really say that to you? You know, like,
It was like doing it for attention to
yeah,
themselves.
kind of. And it was like fifth
Like
and
you
sixth
slept with my
grade.
boyfriend,
Like,
you effing slut.
So you're saying Ask.fm was probably rigged for the most part?
I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it was.
I think there were some definite truth bombs
Dude.
dropped on there, but like
At least
lot
for
of
like,
fake.
at least in my generation, it was because everyone was in like middle school and stuff. Like,
Right.
that's
nobody
prime.
really like hated people that much. I don't think. Like,
I feel like that's when the real hate probably came out. Honestly.
I don't
I was
know.
gonna, at junior high.
Because it was like just like illogical hate, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like there was no logic or reasoning behind hating a certain person, but like you still did.
And you don't at all think about how whatever you say affects someone else.
No, yeah, you just
Yeah,
cyberbully the shit.
that is
out of
true.
kids.
Yeah. So it might be real.
Maybe
but-
it is.
I don't know. Like the
Do
one.
you remember MSN Messenger? Did you ever do that, or is that
He definitely. That was
Nah.
definitely too early. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
he
was
would've been,
like,
like,
I
the
remember
second grade, not even how to
DSI
spell.
Messenger.
What the
on your
that?
DS.
Oh, Picto chatting?
Yeah. I remember
Dude,
that.
shout out Jesse. We would Picto chat back in 5th grade. We legit, like, we'd have our Nintendo DSs in our, like, you know how, like, the desks have, like, those little cubbies under them?
Yeah.
So we would have our Nintendo DSs, like, in the desk. This is before, like, anybody had cell phones. Like, we were OG with this shit, right? We would sit there and, like, kind of, like, you had to, like, touch the letters or, like, drag it onto the screen, you know? So we would sit there and, like, use our stylus, like, in class, like, paying attention, be like, ting, 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 ting. Like, send, like, all these messages. We would fill those chat rooms up. I think there was, like, the most, probably, like, 7 or 8 of us in one.
That's
like,
awesome.
And we would just, like, got everybody to bring their DSs to class. It was, like, after Christmas in 5th grade. So, like, we always got these new DSs, and it was just so much fun.
Dude,
And,
DS was awesome.
oh, yeah, it was.
Shout out Nintendo.
Wait, did you have a PSP?
I did have a No, I was listening to that, and
Who do you agree with?
I agree. PSPs were, I forgot who said it, but PSPs were the greatest things ever.
No. I
Yes,
disagree.
they tried to remake them like somewhat recently.
Really?
Yeah, it was like the
I
PS Vita or something.
Oh, I saw that
They did a
too,
really bad
yeah.
job. It was like a touch screen on the back or
Right.
something like
It's
that.
so,
Pretty whack.
yeah, like, it's got so much potential.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's pretty much like what the Nintendo Switch has done, but they just
Yeah.
need to do it for like actual non-cartoon.
I'm not a
games, you know?
Switch guy.
I'm not really either.
Not a Nintendo
I'm not a
guy.
video game guy much
Yeah.
anymore. Like if I
The
do
Wii,
play,
the Wii was a thing though. The Wii was so much fun.
when the Wii first came out, the Wii was pretty sick.
But the GameCube and the
Yeah, but your Wii turns into a GameCube. You just plug in the
yeah.
controllers.
That
on
was
top.
pretty revolutionary.
That
for
was.
Nintendo to do. That was
Yeah.
sick.
Well, did you guys have like the thing? You probably didn't. The thing you put underneath your GameCube, and then
I
you could
didn't
play
think actually.
you could play like retro games on the GameCube. It was sick.
Really?
Yeah, but back to Ask.fm. There's someone sent me something and it sticks to me to this day. Someone said, "You look like John Krasinski." I was like, I don't think so. Like from The Office?
That's Jim from the
Oh,
Office, yeah.
Jim.
No,
Yeah, I was
not
like-
at all.
I thought it was someone I should
Especially,
know, and I was like kind of pretending
especially
like I
back when we were
knew.
like probably 6th or
Definitely
7th
not.
grade. It was probably 9th grade.
I kind of see
I
it.
think when it made its rounds with
11th.
12.
No, 11th.
Was it?
Yeah, because I remember when I received that question, I'm exposing myself. I was in bowling club back then.
Oh, I love bowling. If anybody
Dude,
wants to
it was
get this
fun. It was
work in
fun.
bowling, I used to go every Monday.
Same, dude. Shout
So
out my buddy
good.
Chance
$1
Parker.
bowling,
Ooh.
at least in San Diego.
Was that you're the best?
I was pretty good.
What's your best score?
I've gotten over 200 before.
Same.
Same.
What's your high score?
I can't remember. Off the
I was
top
looking at
of my head.
screenshots. Mine's like 244, I think.
That's
Exactly
good.
mine.
We'll have to
No
look
joke,
at the
it's exactly
screenshots.
mine.
Yeah.
Let's
And
go. We should have a bowling contest.
Bowl off.
Dude.
I'd be down.
It's actually pretty cheap if you go to the Sunset Bowl.
Let's do it.
Like,
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do a video.
don't try to request the same song
Place your
6
bets
times in a
on
row, though.
who's gonna win.
There we go. Yeah, place your bets in the comments.
True. No, his idea was to play a live poker hand. Although
Oh yeah,
I thought
Yeah.
You were telling me about that. I think that would have been like
That
have
would
like a
be fun.
camera up top hanging from the fan, like down on our
Or like,
hands.
yeah,
Right,
cameras here so you
exactly.
can see your hands. That'd be
Or
fun.
like, or just like cut out like a spot so you can put our cards down and have cameras. You know, just make it like full blown poker.
Yeah.
How do you hide your hand without bending a little bit?
You gotta bend them a little bit.
You gotta bend a
Well,
little bit.
actual poker tables are like there's like one spot. They're like octagons, right? So there's
No.
like spot here.
It's like an
spot here.
oval. It's nine
That's true. Oh yeah,
seats.
yeah.
You can like shield yourself though.
You can like
Yeah.
put your hand up.
And
Okay.
I think they like put all the cards in a machine that like straightens them after, so it's okay if you
True.
bend them a little bit.
Okay, we definitely went down like a long rabbit hole. So one thing we were kind of talking about is how wild some of the girls are
Oh.
out in Utah.
I mean, I'm sure they're far more wild in California.
In a very different way.
But the thing with Utah is in California, they kind of grow up wild. Like, you know, since like elementary school, middle school, they're going to be wild as soon
Wait,
as they
oh.
get a taste of freedom.
I'm gonna stop you for a second. Remember where you left off.
Okay.
How early did people start smoking weed in California?
Oh, so I like didn't realize that like weed wasn't a thing in Utah. Like no, I didn't realize it was.
Oh,
Like
Okay.
people like actually I didn't know people like actually smoke. I never like smoke. I don't like it or anything. I
If you're
never ever
listening,
have.
Mom.
I've honestly never smoked in my life, to be completely honest. And then Like, but people do here, but like you can go to jail for like smoking weed here, which I think's absurd. Like,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how like casual people have gotten with it. Like back in the day, you'd like drive 20 miles into the freaking woods just to like even like light up a blunt.
really.
But now people will like legit be smoking their dad pen in Target. Like nobody cares anymore.
But like in Utah, like if you have like weed on you, don't you like go to jail?
No.
Like that's what I've heard.
No, Jesse learned that one firsthand.
It's a ticket.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know.
get a possession ticket like under a certain amount.
Yeah, I've
What-
never
what's the limit,
smoked in
Jesse?
my life.
It also depends on like if you're under the influence.
Jesse's our Jamie right now.
Yeah, Jesse's our genius because he knows all about this.
No, but like, did you see people smoking like in junior high?
Yeah, like
Damn.
6th grade, like people
Are
started
you-
smoking.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I specifically
crazy.
remember 2 kids that started smoking in 6th grade.
Did you see more people? I feel like more people start smoking weed before they drink alcohol.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah. I think like the group that was like smoking weed was also like drinking though.
you're pretty much you're
You're
convicts.
degenerates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the craziest thing I did.
They're actually convicts now.
No, I think I was like ahead of the curve. Like when I was in 6th grade, I hung out with a kid that's now in prison, and we were at his mom's house, and he just gives me this cup. He's like, "Take a sip of that," and I'm pretty sure it was like it was vodka, and I was like after one sip, I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" And then I got home, I was like, "Oh, this is crazy." And then he calls me. He's like, "Are you like?" Bzzzt? That's how he said it. And I was like, I'm like, I don't know, I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
didn't have
so-
a drink again until I was 19.
Screen's off. No, you guys are really having an issue with and like.
I know.
It's a California
that's difficult.
So that's the West
It is.
It's our drinking
It
game.
is, and we're playing a drinking game for it.
Are you really?
Every time you guys say it, we drink, and we
And or like?
We've been through like 1.5
So you
drinks.
guys are gonna get.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty buzzed, yeah.
You shouldn't have told us that.
Hey, go ahead.
Now we're gonna say it more.
During your podcast.
No, I've been trying to be conscious about how many times I say like.
Like is rough.
It's
One.
and.
Camera's at 15%.
And
It's
like.
like in the middle of a sentence.
For
Blah,
like.
blah, 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 and like. Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
I say that a lot.
It's a California. It is a West Coast thing.
Definitely just pause during that.
I say
if
like
you're
a lot.
conscious about it.
I think we've got.
Okay, thank you.
I have a Mexican.
You guys are
We've got to
recording,
finish
so.
up.
Okay. All right. I'll cut some of that audio, but
Yeah, sorry
So-
about that.
so back. Yeah, we're
Bad
back.
director back there.
Yeah. Fudge
Wow.
you. As we say in the Semi Sauce podcast, but we're talking about girls being wild and like
Fuck you
there you
guys.
go. These guys are playing a
Yeah,
drinking
so our
game in the back.
director's back here playing a drinking game
No,
for every
we've
single time we say
consciously
like or and.
we've consciously been trying not to say like as much.
It's a California
And
thing.
It's a California
It's a
thing.
West Coast.
It
Yeah.
really
Coast
is.
thing. And every time that we say and like, they've been drinking, and they said they're nearly blackout.
It's true.
Okay, so
And like.
Fuck off.
okay, so and like what we were saying, we're talking about how girls in Utah are a different type of crazy.
Yeah, so like California, they kind of just grow. Hey, that wasn't an and like, that was a so like.
That's close enough.
I can't not say it.
Crazy girls.
So like in
Don't say
California, like girls, they're born like they're crazy by the time they reach 6th grade. I feel like it's kind of like it comes out, but then Utah, you don't know until they reach college. Like college, they just go free. It's like a slingshot. You know what I mean? It's like they've been pulled back for 18 years of their life. College, they just.
You just
It's
let
like
that bad boy go.
Archery, you know, it's like you're drawing back. You got that 250-pound resistance weight, and then you're just letting that arrow fly. Those girls are just going straight to the first buck they find. There's some heat-seeking arrows, you know.
Never having a daughter.
I know, for real.
Yeah.
No, but it is that's really how it is though, because the girls they're like a dog in a or like a chicken in a cage. They're not the
Yeah.
non-caged. They don't lay
They're
those
not-
non-caged
yeah,
eggs.
they're not free range.
So
They're not free range
once they're
chickens.
let out, they go. They're
I feel
gone.
like this is kind of like a universal thing, like for guys too. Like I know, especially like some of my friends who had like the strictest parents, like military family and stuff. Like as soon as they get an inch of freedom, they take a mile. You know, like
Yeah.
they go wild and stuff.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
it's definitely
girls
like
in Utah though, like they're raised Mormon, and they know what they want. They still
At the end of the day.
the problem is they go out and drink and they party and they smoke and they do the whole 9 yards. But then like, oh, I'm just doing this until I decide I want to get married, and they're still planning on getting married in the temple. And like,
They know they're trying to go back.
for whoever doesn't understand that, that's another drink for you guys, by the way. For whoever doesn't understand that, the church like holds people to different standards, like higher standards, you know. And one of those things is obviously not drinking and not doing Adderall and not taking Molly and certain things like
or drinking coffee.
Or drinking coffee.
You have a good story about acid.
Weird.
Do I?
The girl, that one girl.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there's this one girl. I don't think she was LDS, but kind of.
But she's
it's very
from
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah. So this girl, I can't really. What?
She was.
Was LDS?
Yeah. Super.
Was she?
Yeah.
No.
When was this?
Small world. This is like 3 years ago at SUU. We actually ran into her here again down here. We worked with her at one of our jobs. But so she was over at our house and we were partying, whatever. And she was like, she wouldn't swear. She was a super nice girl, just wouldn't swear. She's like, yeah, like I don't swear, but I take LSD. And I was like, what? What the heck? But I don't know. It's weird. My girlfriend does the same thing. She doesn't swear, but she
big advocate for Molly.
Huge, dude. She's freaking fried, honestly.
Can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, seriously.
No, she's not fried, but like she definitely does that. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
God damn it.
She's not Mormon though. She's from California actually too. You might know her.
Where's she from?
Probably not.
You might know her.
She's from Walnut, but yeah.
Walnut Creek?
No, just Walnut.
Never heard of Walnut.
It's
there you go.
Chinatown.
That's a thing. NorCal versus SoCal, though. I don't know where.
SoCal. It's over by Anaheim, kind of.
No, but to get back on track.
Yeah.
So many girls you meet at a party
are pretty much that.
They'll be wildin', absolutely wildin'. There was a girl like I used to hang out with in Cedar, who was crazy. Would hang out with the wildest dudes and is married in the temple now. But anyway. Yeah, they'll be the craziest at the party, but they'll say, "Yeah, I still want to. Eventually, I want to get married. I want to get tied down and married in the temple," which I kind of have a problem with.
I do too. I don't know. That's a different can of worms. I think we'll get there later.
Do either of you guys come from LDS backgrounds?
Yeah, well, I do.
Definitely
More so than Skylar.
Yeah,
I was like raised it pretty much.
Like, were you baptized?
Yeah,
and stuff?
Skylar was too.
Really?
But his family wasn't really like active in the church. It was more like his friends influencing him, and he was like super tight with his friends.
it's more my grandparents actually.
Really?
Oh. I didn't know that.
But yeah, I was baptized.
I feel
and
like
raised it, and I almost went on a mission actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Are you an elder?
No, I never got that.
I don't know how that stuff really works.
It's
kind
just
of forgot at this point too.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, no, I didn't go. But hell would be cool, I think.
To go on a mission?
I'm saying hell will be cool since I didn't go on a mission.
Oh.
Do they say that?
It's all cultural, you know. Like they say that you're gonna go to hell if you don't. They don't really say. They say you're not gonna go to the top kingdom of heaven or something.
Don't they believe in like
so far?
It was actually really interesting because I was never super Mormon. The only my parents aren't very religious, but it was to kind of impress my grandparents.
Yeah.
So
imagine using your kid as like a pawn to make your parents happy.
I know exactly, but
that's
all my friends growing up were really LDS, and so I took seminary, which is like LDS class in high school, essentially. And so I'd be sitting in class, and they're like, "Yeah, if you don't have LDS friends, like you might have to just cut them off."
Really?
And they would tell girls, they'd say, "You want to marry a missionary man."
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know girls go on missions too. I just learned that. They're
not as often. They're not.
And aren't they shorter or something like that?
Yeah, they only do 18
year and a
months,
half.
a year and a half. The men are required to do 2 years, and yeah, they're definitely more frequent. The girls that go on missions are usually gonna be the ones that like they'll go to a college for a year and realize they're not like catching their bait's not really catching any fish, and then they go on a mission.
100%. They don't know what their goal is in life, and they didn't find someone to marry in the first year. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, well, because girls have to wait. Guys can go at 18. Girls have to wait till 19.
I'm sure
too.
for that exact reason.
It's
Yeah.
pretty like expected that if you're
That a guy will
LDS, you go after.
No,
18.
has that been
Yeah.
like has that been something interesting, seeing how young people get married out here?
Oh yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah, like there's people in my classes and they have, like rings on their fingers, and I'm like,
Or
what?
You're in like English 1010. People are having like wedding rings. And
Seriously,
you're like, what the hell?
no. Literally in my English 1010 class, there was a girl who had like this fat diamond on her finger, and I was
You were
like,
telling me
oh
about a
my
girl that had a
god.
And fat.
Yeah, and there's a kid in one of my classes, like first
A
year.
kid?
Well, he's probably like
Oh.
18 years old,
Oh.
19
I
maybe.
thought you were
Like
saying like a baby.
no. But that's also a thing. People have babies
Take
a
their
lot
kids to
here.
class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, Utah is a land of its own.
It's wild and really,
Yeah.
you know.
Because it's nothing but a thing either to see like a 24-year-old mom with like 3 kids.
Yeah,
That's the norm for Utah.
No,
Yeah.
there was a girl we went to junior high with.
I feel like LDS people like really send it too.
I'm trying to mouth this name to Connor.
Oh yeah,
It has
I
like
forgot about her.
She has like 3
yeah.
or 4 kids,
Really,
and she's 23 years old.
Yeah,
I feel like they just kind of send it. Like they don't even have like full time jobs or anything, and they
dude,
just like have like
definitely. Okay,
5
that's a good
kids.
topic
Like
to
that's
get into,
crazy.
actually.
I would never have a kid if I
No,
wasn't
I'm gonna-
financially stable.
I don't know if he
That's-
listened to this,
yeah.
but one of my good friends, and you know, like no disrespect or anything, but so many people go on a mission, come back, and they're just barely like starting college,
Yeah,
and they'll
Like-
get married, no plan or anything, and just
Yeah.
full
it's
send.
crazy.
Yeah,
Who was it?
which would stress me out. Like I'm almost.
Seriously.
I'm almost graduated, and I still don't know if I'd be comfortable
right.
getting married
like,
right now.
I wouldn't. If I was dating somebody that didn't, I guess from a girl's perspective, if I was dating a guy that was in his freshman year of college, had no idea what he wanted to do with it, it's like, why would you just like sign up for that? You're like, yeah, I kind of. I mean, these last 2 months have been dope, so yeah, I'll sign up for life.
Yeah, that's
Like-
crazy.
So
And
how long would you say people usually date before they get married in California?
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's like different case by
what
case,
would,
but like,
what's the standard in your?
I'd say like in my like hometown, the people that grow up like late 20s, early 30s to get married ish.
Oh wow.
Like mid to late 20s,
Yeah, actually,
early 30s.
so I heard this in my psychology class that on average in Utah, males get married by 24
Really?
and females by 21. And then on the east and west coast is 30 for both men and women.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds accurate.
That's wild.
I
No,
feel like
definitely
people
sounds
definitely
accurate.
date longer in California and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's what's crazy about
people-
being in Utah too. Like I'm 23 and I feel like the pool's already getting
Oh,
shallow.
it shrinks ridiculously.
Really?
Yeah, this pond is drying up.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
I don't really have to worry about it much right now, but I feel like it's just with the dropout rates and with the amount of girls that like go crazy and they find their husband in the first year, like whatever.
Doesn't Utah have like the highest birth rate? Sorry to interrupt you.
Probably.
Definitely one of them.
I think
The,
it
the,
does.
the town we're from actually has the highest in
Highest
the
teen
state.
birth rate.
Highest
Really?
teen birth rate in
Yeah.
the state. Yeah.
How many
Shout
people
out.
from your high school had children?
At one point, Grantsville was the highest rate of teen pregnancy in Utah.
Really?
Is that like 18 years old,
I think
freshly married, or
it
is
kind
that
of-
like
no,
outside the
that was
temple?
like high school.
That was in high
But-
school.
Is it because? How does that work if they're Mormon? Like,
That's
They
the
get
thing. That's
married
the thing.
before they're
likes
18?
No one likes being told what to do.
okay, that's true. That's universal. That's not
That's
just
true.
in Utah.
Yeah.
No one likes being told what to do, and it's especially extreme here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think in my graduating class, I think there's only one girl that was pregnant, but she had twins. Actually, she was actually on
Really?
16 and pregnant. Yeah.
Oh
Dang.
yeah,
There's-
she was. No, there's a
there
girl
is-
I went to high school that was on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm serious.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There's one girl in my high school class. Her junior year though,
Yeah.
They got
same.
pregnant. Only one.
she had a child her junior year.
Dang.
And that was the only one
I was the only one there was.
that you can think of.
Yeah, that in my grade at least.
How many people were in your graduating class?
I don't know. I feel like I always mess this up, but I think there's like around 2,000 people who go to the whole school.
Okay.
Which
so
like
that's close to
people
my
say
school.
that's small, but like I would see a new person on campus every day and be like, I've never seen
My
you
school
in
was
my life
like
before.
800.
Oh really?
Total, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was 1,600. So, yeah. I mean, graduating class is like 400, I think.
Oh, I mean, I had a few. So,
Yeah.
What were we gonna ask? We had another question in the chamber.
NorCal versus SoCal.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah.
the thing.
What's so like? I feel like there's kind of like the same divide in Utah. There's like Nor Utah and So Utah.
I would say
Like,
no,
not-
definitely worse in California.
Yeah, because I feel like
Yeah.
there's not much in southern Utah. Like it's like
Well,
St. George versus.
Actually,
Laurel.
I'm
Yeah.
taking myself back to high school though. I always thought of Southern Utah as like the snobs, rich kids,
Really?
for sure.
preppy.
I mean,
Yeah,
pretty
and it's
accurate
true.
statement.
Definitely
Yeah,
true.
100%.
I don't know. NorCal versus SoCal. It's like. I'm trying to think. It's like weird for sure because there's like San Francisco and like all the like big colleges and stuff are up in like NorCal and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
UC Davis like
Yeah, I feel like your party schools are in SoCal.
yeah for sure and just like I feel like everyone's more like uptight and stuff there.
Yeah,
I mean yeah for
Would
sure.
you say there's more money in NorCal? I guess there's Los Angeles and SoCal, but
I mean, San Francisco.
I don't know, Northern
most
California,
expensive place
yeah.
to live in the world.
yeah, Northern California is like the country, honestly. In some parts, like
true,
like
vineyards
woods for
and-
miles and
yeah.
miles and miles. And Southern California is not like that
It's
really at
concrete
all.
jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. I mean, could I ever see you rocking a North Face jacket?
I wear the Patagucci.
Ooh.
Patagucci?
I do.
I
rock
actually
the-
have not heard that term.
Really.
Patagonia?
You haven't heard Patagucci? Really?
No, we have a friend. He is through and through North Face Patagucci.
Yeah,
I'm a Patagucci guy.
I can see that. It's because you're outdoors, though.
Yeah.
You're like a mountain biker. You're.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had another question. I forgot. Maybe we didn't. Maybe that's all we got
Maybe
for
we
you.
hit it all.
We hit it all. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like there's still more to be asked. So, I mean, there could be a part two.
Could be a
in the
part
chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Right.
Coming for you, part 2.
yeah.
Did you say and like again?
Did I?
Dude, fuck you guys.
And like.
And
God damn it.
No. So I mean, honestly, come to find out.
Done. Not recording.
Out of space?
Hey. You probably have.
I think he
50
clicked it.
Or maybe even an hour, depending on when we lost the last one.
Okay.
We'll just keep recording. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2.
You're the worst producer.
Horrible
ever, Kyle.
director.
So in reality, like, come to find out, California is more like Utah than different.
Yeah,
Really.
really. Like, so a little bit of culture differences, soda shops,
Yeah. Soda
Not-
shops.
No coffee shops. in
no
Utah.
coffee shops.
I
Yeah,
don't think.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate thing because when you
Really
meet
is.
a girl,
Exactly.
no, yeah, when you meet a girl, like you don't know if you can invite her to go to a coffee shop or not.
Oh, really?
I've never been on a coffee date.
really.
I love coffee, but I don't know if I can ask them to go on a
no,
coffee date.
because then you're
Huh.
like, coffee. You mean like hot cocoa date?
I even saw
Soda
that.
shop date.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Girl-
so weird. I've never
girls
even
love
thought
that.
Girls
about
would probably
that.
take
Date,
that.
swing
Yeah,
date?
they would take
Yeah.
that pivot.
Oh yeah.
But because I was even seeing it like on an Andrew Hales video featuring Big Doss. He actually asked a girl to go out to coffee. She's like, "Oh, I actually don't drink coffee."
yeah,
and it
I know
got
what
really
you're talking
awkward.
about. Yeah,
Huh.
they're at the University of Utah.
And as soon as I heard him say that, I was like, "Ooh,
Uh-huh.
bad move."
Exactly. That's a big cultural difference.
Yeah, I never even thought about that out here. Like my girlfriend, like we always go to coffee shops and stuff in
Which I would
San
love that.
Diego.
Yeah.
And there's like a new like hipster coffee shop on like every corner,
Yeah.
and it's like there's literally 2 coffee shops in St. George,
Yeah.
and it's like mediocre coffee at best. Like I mean, Perks is good and stuff, but like compared to some places in San
for
Diego,
sure.
can't even compete.
It's like it's St. George good, but like
yeah, exactly. It's the best you
That's
got,
all I
but
know.
it's all you
I
got.
like Perks.
Perks is good. Have you been to Feel Love? I hear that one's good.
I've heard that's pretty good too. I haven't been there yet.
It's good?
Affogato has good coffee too. Have you been there?
Yeah, they're so good.
They're pretty
Isn't
good.
there one out in Leverkin?
Yes,
with that
Red
amazing
Rock.
view.
Is it River Rock or Red Rock?
Oh, there's the River Rock Roasters on the
Yeah.
way to
Is that the one
Zion.
with
River
amazing
Rock
view?
Roasting Company.
It's
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
a river. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
I always see that driving to Zion, but I've never
So
stopped.
there actually are more coffee shops than we think, but they still are pretty. They're subpar for
would,
sure.
would
Yeah.
you be down for a bro date?
Let's do it.
Bro Brews.
I'm down. We could we should maybe get coffees from all around and do a little review taste test on the
There we go.
podcast.
There we go.
Best Utah coffee.
So smart.
There we go. And
Which
Starbucks will-
I would. Salt Lake probably has a lot more to offer.
Yeah,
as far
definitely.
as coffee shops.
St. George is just kind of small. It's still growing.
Yeah.
It'll get there.
It's growing
Yeah.
fast though.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
fast. Fastest.
Someone said it was like those.
fastest growing metropolitan area.
Really?
in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's.
It'll be New York City before you know it.
right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Southern
I
Utah.
honestly can't wait, dude. It's gonna be so sick.
What is Salt Lake even like? I feel like we're keeping on talking, but
You might have to come on a trip.
No, let's do it. I
Salt
wanna
Lake
go,
is pretty-
like,
Salt Lake is cool. Salt Lake is like a cool, super cool big city.
really,
It's
is it like a
not like-
full metropolitan city? Like people, like live there, work there,
Yeah.
get groceries there, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything. Never leave.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, we'll have to maybe go up north one day. I want to
Yeah.
check it out. I mean, like I've
Park
driven
City.
through it.
Park City. you'll
Yeah,
go to that- on that
snowboard.
trip. Yeah,
LP, Park
every
City.
yeah.
Dude, me and my brother went mountain biking in Park City last year.
Oh, really?
So sick.
Sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say come in the summer, but you're gonna be back in Cali.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, dang.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it back next year, boys.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm taking my EMT right now, and then I think I might get my paramedic down in San Diego. But I will 1,000,000% be coming back up
For
and
Lake
doing
Powell.
trips and stuff.
Yeah,
There's some dope spots like
'Cause-
Lake Powell and Park City. Some
true.
I would
Yeah.
say like I know I haven't spent a lot of time in the other parts.
The
of the
audio's
country.
still going.
Some of the best places in the country: Park City, Lake Powell.
Yes.
All day, baby.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
trade those for
I've seen the
world.
pictures and stuff of Park City, and
So dope.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, just
insane.
no matter where you go in life, you gotta come back.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure, I definitely will. Like, show my kids this area and stuff too one day, like.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like no matter what, like whether I stay here for whether just for the first semester or if I even do all 4 years here, like it'll be so cool to say I
your first
lived
college,
here
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
You got that experience.
Exactly.
regardless.
It's
Yeah.
like a good conversation.
Definitely.
So, yeah,
I guess
I thank you boys for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it full circle, I
Right,
guess.
Yeah,
yeah.
I hope you don't feel like you wasted a year. But
No,
true,
definitely
yeah.
not. It's going in a direction, which is
There you go.
a direction no
Yeah,
matter
got
what.
you to
way,
your
you know?
EMT classes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I guess that's a good point to wrap it up then.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
bring it back full circle right at the back at the beginning, and
Thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Sponsors.
you to our
Yeah. Our sponsors.
our sponsor is Connor
you-
Baldwin at Liberty Tax in St. George.
If you want to sponsor this
And Scott-
podcast,
Scott Snar at Semi Sauce.
Yeah, it's not a semi-sauce. Connor Baldwin at semi-sauce.
All right,
Also
again.
Liberty Tax.
True. Yeah. Okay. Again, thanks for listening to the podcast. If you enjoyed it, give us a 5-star on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Or both.
at the same time. Give a
like,
review.
subscribe,
say, you know, I
comment.
really enjoy
And
it.
like,
I really enjoy it.
Press
but
the bell.
comments, yeah, and like sign up for the
And like.
notifications on the channel,
Damn it.
and like,
And if you actually sit down and watch the whole podcast on YouTube or Facebook, give
and
it
like,
Shout out you.
give it a like, a comment, and Facebook
Like.
share.
yeah, share it on
And
Facebook.
like-
Is this on Facebook?
And like,
Yeah,
it's on Facebook.
It is on
Oh
Facebook.
God, my mom's
Okay.
gonna share it.
Thank you again.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.